Welcome back to my YouTube video. My name is Vinny Mitchell. I'm about to scratch my teeth on this freaking application for the new year. Which is year 2028. I'm gonna get situated. We're gonna face the Bucks the first year of the season. We're playing at home. We're playing around it. Plus, Darius Garland, Willis Watson, Vince Williams Jr., NBA2k25, and Nas Reed. Let's get it.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready. And welcome everyone to the NBA. And nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You can see all the hard work you put in during the offseason.
I'm finished my hair too. Hold on. Now let's get it.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking for. Here we are early in the NBA season, and teams focus on situational awareness. Doris, what have you noticed so far this season?
Yeah, Kev, these situations are really all about execution, right? Are players poised in late clock situations? First of all, do they recognize where the shot clock is? Can they adeptly and quickly read defenses? So those are some of the things I'm watching for.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Dennis Schroeder. Watford out there with Simmons. Then there's Edwards. And it's Whitehead in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Watson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Edwards. Watson's shot is off. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Edwards with it. Watson's there. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Williams. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Watson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
Buries it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Watson. And here's Garland for 3. Simmons pulls it in. Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Left side, Edwards. Over Watson. Again, the Nets for 2.
But the defense was draped all over him, but he went to the fadeaway and drilled it.
Now Garland. And there's the call on Trendon Watford. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Garland. Shoots over Schroeder. Garland no good.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
Outside Edwards. 3-pointer. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. Number 1, the Nets.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Reed kicks to Watson. Outside Williams. To the paint. Giannis inside. Watford on him. Clock is at 3. And to Kumbo. Got a piece of it. Whitehead passes to Schroeder. Pass to Watford. Nets passing it around. Edwards dishes to Simmons. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Giannis outside. Back to Garland. Giannis outside. Reed with a screen for Antetokounmpo. To halt the run. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Giannis. Still without a basket. Pass to Reed. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Garland, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Took him no time at all on that one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Garland, the pass to Williams. Back to Garland. Here's Giannis. With some arc, the shot's good.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
Now here's Edwards. 12 points for him. And finished by Edwards.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. On the wing, James. Good, and the assist goes. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Brooklyn leading by 12. Edwards with it. He's got 15. Over to the wing. Watford. That's good. Watford's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Brooklyn.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And it's blocked. Edwards against Harton.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Down low, got a piece of it. And stolen by Simmons. And they get it back. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
They've looked to fire as much as possible.
Subscribe and hit the like button on my YouTube channel at Brittany Mitchell.
From outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They've got Trey Mann. James is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Hartenstein in its center. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Sasser. Nothing on the board. Pass to Mann. Off target with his three. Nets leading by 19. And here is Simmons. Whitehead passes to Schroeder. A three-pointer is right on target. Schroeder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Whitehead. Left side, Edwards. Shoots over Mann. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. And you look at Edwards, currently 5th in the league in assists. Such court vision.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Here's Hartenstein. Hartenstein with a screen on Schroeder. Here's Sasser. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
Now here's Edwards. 21 points in the game. Pass to Schroeder. Here's Whitehead. And slam dunk by Watford.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. And Milwaukee has possession. After the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Pass to Watford. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Mann. Nobody near Schroeder. Connects from three-point range. Schroeder's got a pair of triples in the second now for Brooklyn. Reed with it. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes play. Giannis no good. Nets leading by 22. And Edwards with the stuff.
If there's a teammate open on the floor, Simmons will put it on time and on target.
Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now, Mann, still yet to score. Five to shoot. Right wing, Watson for three. The rebound by Watford. Watford's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And Edwards with the stuff.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Sasser following the bucket by the Nets. Right side, Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Mann. Edwards with the block. And he's able to get it back. Antetokounmpo, no good. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Atlanta. Oh, that was
nice. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Timeout called the Bucks. A different look for Milwaukee. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Williams comes in for Trey Mann. And it's Garland in for Marcus Sasser. To the left wing. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Schroeder. With the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Now here's Edwards. He's guarded close and finished off by Edwards.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now, here's Garland. He has yet to score. Reed gets the bucket.
Well, just quick with the decision-making. Smart pass by Darius Garland.
Up top, Edwards. He's covered by Watson. Pass to Watford. Clock at 6. Screen by Simmons. Watford passes to Schroeder. Good on the three-point shot. Schroeder's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Williams. Pass to Watson. Now here's Garland. He's guarded by Schroeder. Garland against Edwards. Stolen by Reed. And even 3-on-3 break. Garland with the bucket.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And so it's Brooklyn, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Brooklyn Nets.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Yeah, the rebound margin really does tell the story here. And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
You watch them, they have competing styles, man. But the net effect, at least offensively, is very, very similar.
Pretty crazy how easy it is for these guys to score.
They make it look easy, Ernie. It ain't.
And that'll do it for halftime.
Look at their fourth starter. Let's go.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Ben Simmons. Watford out there with Whitehead. Then there's Edwards. And it's Schroeder in at the one spot.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
For three, Edwards hits it from three-point range. Edwards got 32 points.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. And here's Garland for three. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And finished off by Edwards.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Up top, Reed. Williams passes to Giannis. Will it go? Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Here's Edwards. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Garland the pass to Watson. Back to Garland. Left side, Antetokounmpo.
And with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. Free throw good. Giannis. Milwaukee making a switch here. Sasser's checked in. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Whitehead. Back to Schroeder. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Schroeder's got 11 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Antetokounmpo finds Reed. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Sasser, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 5 assists in the game. Outside, Edwards. Fires, high post. Again, the Nets for 2.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Garland against Schroeder. Garland with the bucket.
You see the quickness of Garland on display right there. He's working amongst the trees, no problem.
Edwards inside. He's covered by Sasser. Watford, that's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
To the middle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
This guy a tough cover. For any defender, creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Hartenstein's checked in for the Bucks. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Inside. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Number 1, the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
And the Bucks making a change here. Toppin's checked in.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity. He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Watson, the pass to Hartenstein. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Brooklyn's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've got 3 out of 3 shots from long range.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Hunter's checked in for Derek Jones. Now, here's Garland. Hartenstein with the screen on Schroeder. Garland, and it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, the point guard IQ of Darius Garland. In pick and roll, you've got to be able to make great decisions, and he does.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Duncan, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pass to Whitehead. Jacks up a 3. Traps in the tray. Whitehead's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Sasser with it. He has 5. Duncan in the corner. And man, now top of the key. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. From downtown, and the Nets, another 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Trey Mann is out there with Marcus Sasser. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's James in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Mann. Here's Schroeder. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
The Bucks shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple of years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. Nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Edwards finds Watford. And the Nets, another 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
No coverage that time. Mann's got his first 3 points of the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's James, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Milwaukee making a switch. Watson's checked in.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. From deep, Giannis. Rebound, Brooklyn. Edwards inside, working on James, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Trey Mann, he's checked in for James. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team more. He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Drains it from beyond the arc. Schroeder's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Nets.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Giannis outside. Here's Watson, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Here's Edwards. Yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Watson. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now, man. Edwards defending. Two open that time. Made it look 2 easy.
Oh, Betty Smith. What's up, bad boy Smith? Sorry.
Man's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish. Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Sasser can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
I think we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Edwards, that's good.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Giannis outside.
Better than 2S.
Yep.
The run. Rebound, Brooklyn. Whitehead's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Champ.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
To the inside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Edwards, good.
finishing.
100 points in 2K.
To close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
From deep, Antetokounmpo. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
That shot wide open.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Outside Garland. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Champ.
Good game.
Good game. Thanks. I'm not switching it.
Do you play all 82 games or do you simulate some?
Sometimes I play 82 games, sometimes I simulate one. Depends. It depends. Sometimes I play 82 games, sometimes I simulate one. Depends. It depends.
Oh, okay. Y'all keep subscribing to my YouTube channel at Brittany Mitchell. I already did at Brittany Mitchell.
I know you did dirty. Was everybody else on the chat? Let's watch it. Was everybody else on the chat? Let's watch it. I'm winning. I'm shouting. I'm winning. I'm shouting. Cross, cross. We got to face the Hawks too for all wins. We win it. Let's get it. We played at home. Hawks have Josh, Bradley, Corey Crispert, Jared Walker, Jalen Johnson, Memorial, Wagner. Let's get it.
And the tradition of the ring ceremony, incredibly special. And what a season they can look back on. And this crowd, this arena is ready to cheer on their team tonight. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Brooklyn Nets here in Barclays Center, along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. They've got Jalen Johnson. He's out there with Mo Wagner. Walker out there with Kispert. And it's Bradley in at the 1. Now here's Johnson. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building. Plus, you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now, we get to find out.
Johnson on the wing. Watford covering. Outside Walker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bradley. Up and in from the low block.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Edwards for 3, and the three-pointer goes. Edwards got 8.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Nice shot by Walker.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Knocks down the triple.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Bradley passes to Kispert. From deep, Johnson. Schroeder with a rebound. The Nets have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And Edwards slams it in.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Back to Bradley. Outside Johnson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. And Johnson drops them both.
39.
First quarter of ball. Almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Whitehead. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Johnson on the wing. Ooh, poked away. And here they come. Here's Edwards. Uneasy, 2 on the layup. He's got 15.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offense.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they found some decent looks, but the shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Now here's Wagner. Nets on D. They're leading by 8. Bradley passes to Walker. Left side Johnson. Clock at 6. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Johnson's got 7 points.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
And here's Edwards outside. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Outside Walker.
Stay down his pick first.
Johnson on the wing. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one. Fires the 3. And Edwards good for 3. Edwards has got 21.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. Wagner, right side. Pass to Walker. Now here's Johnson. Launches a 3. And Watford pulls it down.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And here we have the 2K leaderboard with last year's best three-point shooters. Minute 32 left to play in the first. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Walker. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Oh, flawless start for him here in the first quarter.
Hawks trail by 11. Now Powell. Pass to Walker. Portis with a screen on Edwards. Got a piece of it. There's 57 seconds left in the first. And Edwards slams it in.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Ramsey comes in for Walker. Here's Ramsey. They set a pick. Up top, Powell. Over Simmons. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 14-point game.
Yeah, an elite passing forward. Simmons just dropping a dime.
The Hawks have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Pass to Johnson. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Poke loose. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's Brooklyn looking at total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Up big because of their three-point shooting. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Trendon Watford is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Edwards. And it's Whitehead in at the 3. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Pass to Huff. Out left to the wing. The 3. The rebound by Simmons. Brooklyn leading by 19. Here's Edwards. Oh, he puts it down.
That is incredible.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Right side Johnson. Pass to Powell. Shot clock at 5. He can't get that one to fall. Oh, nice D from Schroeder. And Edwards, here we go. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists now in this one. For Atlanta, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Rebound Brooklyn. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. That'll be the second and last game of a clear homestand.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Free throw good, Edwards. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people.
Ball, basketball, Kobe rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
They just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Watford with it, picked up by Powell. And Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. The first free throw is good. Walker, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kispert comes in for Powell. And both free throws good for Wagner. And Brooklyn has possession. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Edwards finds Schroeder. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Bradley. On the take. 6 to shoot. Up top, Johnson. The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's Wagner. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Brooklyn with the ball. Outpacing him right now. A 15-2 run.
What a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Walker. Pass to Johnson. Johnson. Rebounded by the Nets. Watford's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. And the shot goes. Edwards got 44.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
1:56 left to play in the half. Pass to Kispert. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Brooklyn has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Outside Schroeder from deep. Pure from three-point range. Schroeder's got 6 points in the quarter.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Back to Johnson. Kispert outside. Pass to Bradley. Down low. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. Brooklyn has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. The ball's knocked loose. And he banks in the layup. Kispert's got his second bucket on the night.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Here's Edwards. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Kispert outside. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Bradley. Kispert outside. That three's off the mark. Brooklyn with the ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings the game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
And Atlanta making a change here. Powell's checked in. Here's Bradley. Pass to Powell. Floats one up. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ahead by a mile with a 38-point lead at the end of the period. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined now by Coach Quinn Snyder, and they were giving you some trouble in transition. How do you slow them down?
Well, I think we had a couple early where we were in good positions. We just didn't make the right read, and that's the biggest thing. But more than anything, whether it's a make or a miss or a turnover, we just got to really sprint back and be urgent.
The sense of urgency is key. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
We're doing good. Let's keep it up in the 2 quarters.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Brooklyn Nets.
They're efficient. They play to their strengths. That puts guys in a position to succeed.
Yeah, they take shots they feel confident about. If they don't feel confident, they make the next pass.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
I think for Atlanta, starting the season with a loss, you know they're ready to fight tonight. Don't want to start out 0-2.
I think the most important thing is they show improvement. Your record at this point in the season won't tell the whole story.
Thanks for tuning in.
Let's go.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway.
Let's get it.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting just around 32% from the field. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. They've got Mo Wagner, Walker out there with Johnson. Then it's Kispert, and it's Bradley in at the point. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Watford. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Watford's gotten his first bucket of the night.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Bradley passes to Wagner. Inside. Walker with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. Pass to Bradley. Up top, Walker. Kispert outside. Fires from deep. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
These are his first free throws of the game. Stan, back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. Pass to Bradley. Now Kispert. Wagner on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bradley. And here's Wagner. Simmons defending. And it's Wagner missing.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you...
Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Kispert. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's Walker on the wing. Outside Johnson. Here's Bradley. Three-pointer. The shot no good. Oh, nice D from Schroeder. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
And the Hawks shooting a low 30% from the floor. Bradley passes to Johnson. Wagner with a screen. Back to Bradley. Not enough on that one as it misses.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses. Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Pass to Walker. Johnson for 3. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. Walker's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Kispert, the pass to Walker. Jacks up a 3. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Good. He hits again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Here's Bradley. Pass to Walker. From downtown. Brooklyn pulls it in. Simmons has got 9 rebounds now. Edwards with it, and Walker picks him up defensively. From deep, here's Simmons. Knocks down the long J. Simmons has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Bradley passes to Walker. And here's Kispert from the arc. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
I just love the ball move.
Atlanta making some changes here. Huff's checked in for Wagner. Portis comes in for Johnson. And it's Powell in for Kispert. And it's Powell with the ball for the Hawks. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Now here's Schroeder. 6 points for him. Here's Edwards. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 6 assists here tonight. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. And
that is incredible.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Up top, Powell. From the high post, he drills it.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Edwards. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Powell outside. From 11 feet away. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Nets out in front, delivering the blowout. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Ben Simmons is out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Whitehead in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. Here's Edwards.
Oh! Wow! That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Well, the Hawks shooting a low 28% so far in this one. And he lobs it up top. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Powell outside. Left side, Johnson. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. Of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Fires the 3. Schroeder with a rebound. The Nets have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Edwards, that's good.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Powell outside. Left side, Johnson. Back to Powell. Five on the clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First team foul.
That one falls for Powell. Bradley, he's checked in for the Hawks.
2 shots.
And so Powell nails them both. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Watford outside. Pass to Edwards. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown.
And he was hot from three to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Here's Bradley. Powell outside. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, he's even more magnified and intense.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And got it! Another basket! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting only 27% for today's game. Pass to Kispert. The rebound by Simmons. Simmons is... Schroeder passes to Watford. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Kispert. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
Oh, what a swat by Simmons, using his size and reach to bat away the shot.
Shoots a fadeaway. And again. Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
Here's Powell. Releases. Misses off the right iron.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Walker, he's checked in for Atlanta. Outside Walker. To the inside. It's tipped. Outside Edwards. Oh, another one falls. And there it is. 82 points.
This is a game that he will never forget. I know I won't.
Here's Bradley, covered by Schroeder. On the wing, Bradley. Outside Johnson. Walker for three. Drains the triple.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. And you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Champ.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
And Edwards slams it in.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Outside Walker, fires for three. Ben Simmons grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And another one.
90 points, a legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Bradley. Kispert, left side. Pass to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bradley. Over Schroeder. Oh, nice D from Schroeder. So we see the Nets taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now our player of the game.
Come in.